What's up, y'all? Solo. We're on our third day of having honeybees on this property, and I am excited to go check on the queen today. The queen normally comes in this little container, and when I put her in the hive, there is a candied plug, meaning a barrier made of something the bees can eat, and they'll eat through this plug and free the queen. Well, that's what's supposed to happen, at least. My job is to go in there and make sure it did happen. And if the queen has not freed herself, there is a secondary plug that I remove, and that will free the queen. Now I need to be careful, because if I do this wrong, the queen will escape. And I really don't want to be chasing down a queen bee in a forest. So I'm going to suit up here and we'll walk down to the hives and we'll take a look, see where it's all at. Man, the strap never goes on right. Alright, we got it on. Tucking in my boots. Got this one on. I find if you pull on the cord tight, it doesn't come off my foot so easily. Alright. You got both tucked in. I think we are protected feet-wise. Next is to put the hood on and the trusty hive hat. That also doubles as my nose protector. But, you know, the pollen count really sucks today. So I'm going to put it on an additional mask right now. The final piece to the puzzle, the veil. Probably the most important part. Alright, I think we're all zipped up and ready to go. Aha! One more thing. A very important step, my gloves. I would have so many stings by now if I didn't do this. we pull the gauntlet all the way up as close to the elbow as possible. Ready. Let's go check on the hive. I got my cell phone here too. I want to put it in a different pocket so I can maybe get some pictures and not just do some video. Alright. So I do see one bee on this hive over here, which is good. I'm glad to have one here. But there's a lot of dead bodies compared to this hive where, I mean, things look really good over here. So what we need to do is we need to go into the hive and we need to check on the queen. But I'm going to start with the hive that's less busy, because as soon as we open this one, I have a feeling things are going to get a little crazy. Now I won't be able to show the queen up really close as I'm going to be working with the one hand here. I'm definitely going to open the box, we're going to look at the frame, and then I have to pull a cork out, and if I pull that cork out and don't keep my hand on it, the queen could fly away, which is really bad. So what we're going to do here is, oh, that's good, I saw a bee with a pollen basket on it. They're collecting pollen now. That's excellent. Sorry, I got distracted. So what we're going to do here is, there's a bee trying to attack my veil. So what we're going to do here is open this one and see what's going on inside. Alright, wrong box. Oh shit. Not a lot of activity, I have to say. Okay, well, let's continue. We need to free the queen, and I actually see a whole bunch of bees on the queen's cage, so I'm guessing that inside of there the queen is still in there and she needs to be freed. So let's do it. So indeed, they have not chewed through the candy. They have not chewed through it yet. So what we're gonna have to do is remove that plug and come back once the queen is for sure gone. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and not even shake the bees off. Let's just try to do this carefully. Just boom, boom. I know, I'm fucking with your queen, I know, and you don't like that. I'm sure you don't. So I'm gonna do this out of camera because I need a second hand here. And then you're gonna see me put it back in. All right, it's going back in. Closing it up as quick as possible. All right. Okay. The queen has been freed. The cork has been removed. As I thought, it's a really weak hive right now. I suspect that's because I messed up on the package install and they went everywhere and they bearded on the side here. So yeah, I think they're a little weaker. This hive I'm excited to open and see what the difference looks like because goddamn, that was kind of sad. That was kind of sad. And I really hope they don't make my life a living hell trying to free the queen if she has not been freed yet. If she has, we're going to quickly just close up the hive again and we're done. Alright. So I'm going to be using this side for preparation here if I do need to pull the cork out. I forgot to check their sugar water level. Let me check that really quick. There's still a lot in there. It's kind of sad how little they're drinking. Oh boy, I'm a little nervous about this hive, guys. Nervous not because it's having problems, quite the opposite. I'm nervous because I think there's a lot of bees in this box. So let's go ahead and open it and be as respectful as possible to these bees. And let's take a look at the cage, see what's inside. Whoa. Holy shit, you see them? Excuse my language, please. I think the queen has been freed. Oh, no. No, she is not. I'm gonna say something, let me close it up. Oh shit, they're all on the table. Okay, what I wanted to say here was, comparing that candied closing to that one, those bees are only like a centimeter away from getting to the queen right now. And from what I've read online, it can take anywhere from about 3 days to 5 days for the queen to free herself. Right now we're on the 3rd day. And if the queen is about to be naturally released, I want to go ahead and do that. Because when I pull my finger off the cork, there's a chance, man, she could get out and escape the hive. So I'd really like to wait another 2 days, come back and take a look, see what they look like then. Because I think I could open it, I could, but they're on the minimal days. It's the 3rd day and they can take up to 5 days. And since they're already 3 days old, they've chewed through 3/4 of that plug. Maybe I'm just a little scared, maybe, but I think it's a good idea to wait on this one. This one needed the queen freed, for sure. I really hope the queen recovers on this one, but this one, man, wow. They were all over that box. That was super cool. And where I set the sugar water feeder down, they're all over there now too. Sorry buddies, I hope you find your way back to the hive. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top off their sugar water feeder. You know, they're doing good right now. They're just about freed their queen. We're on the 3rd day. As long as the queen is freed by the 5th day or so, around, everything is okay. And I'm gonna have to come back. I was just thinking on the other hive here, I'm gonna have to come back and cut the cage off, because it's gonna get in the way if they end up producing more cells and this hive does grow. It's gonna run into the cage, so that can't stay there. So I'm gonna have to open this up, maybe find the queen. I mean, there's only 100 bees in there. Maybe I can find the queen. That one was crazy. I have no idea how many exactly were in there, because I closed it up right away and I opened one frame, but that one frame had to have at least 2,000 bees on it. Y'all tell me, you saw the video too. So if we count that across, you know, 5 or 6 frames, we probably got 10,000 so bees. Anyway, my plan here is to leave this hive be. I do actually want to replace the entrance reducers on this. I also need to do it on the other hive, but I just opened it up and they're a little pissed off So it's going to be like plugging a running water hose versus turning off the water hose and plugging it then. So I'm going to do this one since there's so little activity and they need all the protection they can get right now, in my opinion. So I'm going to go ahead and check these out, keep an eye on them. I'm amazed they didn't get more angry than they did. Like, that is really amazing. I wish the sun was hidden so I could give you all a better shot. It will eventually with all the sunlight coming through here, but yeah, these guys did great. I was really respectful. I was very slow. I didn't crush bees. I put the tray down and the bees moved. You don't just drop the tray in or drop and push. You hold and you slowly hover it down until the bees move. Maybe one got crushed, but at least, you know, you don't crush a bunch and set off their alarm pheromones. I think they got those. There's a fucking wasp nest up here. Fuck off. Bro, I will fucking kill you. I got a bee suit on. You do not want to mess with me. Alright, so I'm gonna move away. But that's excellent. I literally see pollen baskets full of pollen right now. Yes! They are getting pollen. I do need to top off their sugar water feeder, but I want to go ahead and fix this hive first. Let them calm down a little bit, and then we're going to open it up again and top off their sugar water feeder. I see you, Mr. Guard. Here, a little weekly guard though. Man, this hive is not looking so hot, yo. Just giving a little helping hand. They're starting to buzz. They're like, hey, cut that out. So this is an entrance reducer. This goes right here. And if you putting it in at different, what do you call it? Put it in differently gives you different holes, different angles. So we're gonna go with the smallest one here. There we go. Now they just have a tiny hole, and the guards can better protect the hive because of that. And with that, hopefully the hive will grow a little better. This hive's doing pretty damn good, I think, regardless of what I'm doing to it right now. But I'm gonna come back when it's not in the middle of the day, when the sun hasn't hit it yet, and there's very little activity. Because right now, if I tried to do this, I would crush a lot of bees. Does that matter? No, I don't think so. Not this hive. But why stir shit up if you have to, right? You know, if they're doing okay right now, it looks like they have a ton of guard bees just looking at all the other bees around. I think we're doing pretty good. Let me go ahead and give them their sugar water. I'll think about it. Maybe I'll just knock it out. But as soon as I pull that screen off, all those bees might just come flying out of that beehive. All right. Again, they drank about half 2 days later. So I think if I install it on this one, we're gonna go with the bigger opening. And man, right now that screen doesn't look like it's doing anything to stop them. So let's go ahead. I think I'm gonna go for it. Let's just see what happens. Hopefully I don't regret it. But warmer days, they're more temperamental. Colder days are less temperamental, or so I've heard. So I'll be right back. I think I'm gonna go for it. Okay, the cover's off. There is a lone staple I'm trying to get out right now, and it's been very difficult. I feel like I'm killing bees over a staple right now, and this is really dumb. Okay. Alright, y'all. That's it. Now we just need to raise it. Okay. It's in. Let's see how this does. Hopefully this will work well. No, you can't go that way. No, you can't go that way. No, you can't go that way. Go. All right. I think we've had enough bee action for today. We have the entrance reducers installed. The bees seem okay with it. I'm okay with it. So I would say at this point, hopefully in a few days this queen's gonna get freed, which is great because they're gonna start building. They may have already started building, but I got a little nervous opening with that many bees. Yeah, I need to get my wits about me. Just putting that on and checking the queen today was a lot of action for me. Oh, that's interesting. There appears to be two kinds of bees by this hive right now. Unless worker bees and drones look different. Or soldier bees. It's possible. But I literally just saw one bee wrestle another to the ground. And that makes me think, there's two kinds of bees around here. I don't think they're trying to fight with that hive, but you never know. Yeah, I see one with a yellow and black stripes that's really bright yellow, and then another that has more of black with white stripes. I mean, they're not mason bees, they're honey bees. Pretty sure. Yeah, no, my mason bees don't have those stripes. That's interesting. Well, hopefully if they were having a battle, hopefully this entrance reducer helps them fend them off. Anyway, I'm gonna start carrying stuff up the hill. I'll let this camera run for a few minutes and I'll come back and get it. So I was standing here and I kept seeing a different colored bee. I kept seeing, well, multiple different colored bees. They were not like a bright yellow like these others were. So what I'm thinking is there's there might be one of two things. There might be a different kind of wild bee trying to get into this hive, or there's two kinds of bees that are entering and leaving the hive. They're all part of the same colony, just I don't know the difference. So what I did was I moved the reducer to cover the hole more, so it's just a tiny little hole. If there are other bees trying to sneak into the hive and steal resources, this is going to help. The way it was earlier, I think is good when you have like a fully packed bee house maybe, or pretty close. And at that point you can go ahead and open it up, because there's so many worker bees and soldiers. They're not going to, nothing's going to be able to get in regardless. So hopefully doing this, hopefully that this was the right thing to do. I definitely think on the other hive that was needed, because they're like one step away from being wiped out right now. It's not going to be that long unless they can rebuild their numbers, and since I just freed their queen, hopefully they're going to get to that. Hopefully next time I come back I'll see some activity with that hole. Hey, did you see that? I saw a bee flying. Oh, okay, are you not part of that beehive? Okay, oh, never mind. But I think this beehive is doing well. I'm gonna leave this like this and I'm gonna come back in a few hours. I'm gonna go take a little break. Let's see if the bearding gets out of control. You know, right now it doesn't look so bad. I think this is just a big change to them. They're like, hey, what happened? Who changed the door on our house? I think that's about it. And you know, anytime I disturb their hive, man, they come out. They come out and say, what's going on? Alright, at this point, I'm going to stop the journal, I'm going to stop the camera, and we're going to go take a little break and see how they adapt to this change. They're flapping their wings. Those bees are drinking nectar. That's so cool. Alright y'all, I'm suiting down for the moment. Might go out and check on them again later. Might not need my suit, I won't even get that close. But today we put in a good entrance reducer. My homemade one didn't work so well. We freed the queen on the weak hive. We checked the queen on the strong hive. She is just about freed by her workers. When I pulled that cage out earlier, sorry, I'm just trying to get the zipper here. When I pulled her cage out, she was covered in them, and I could see them actively eating away at the candy plug. I did not see that any bees eating away at the candy plug on the weak hive, and it didn't look like they ate any of it. So I definitely think the weak hive needed some help. The strong hive still has a few days to correct itself with the queen, and hopefully installing an entrance reducer on both of them are going to help them be stronger. By having a smaller opening, all the guard bees can really vet who's coming in and out of there. And today I saw bees collecting pollen. That's really good. That means they're gathering resources to build the hive. So I'm gonna go ahead and dress down here. I'm gonna go give my sugar water feeders a little shake, make sure they're nice and solidified. At this point, it should have all gotten into the water now. And suit down. Take care, y'all.